Oh, what happened? Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. It's live, yep. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting, saying hi, hello. How do you do? What is happening with you? Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. I'm speaking to you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this. Okay. So, all right, remove. Okay. All right. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Just look like this hair need to come down. Sometimes the hair is cool, pull back on the live. Hey, Erica. Hey, honey bun. And sometimes it's just not. That's better. Ooh-wee. I like that better. All right. All right. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, honey bun. Yeah. So let's make it do what it do. So we have been talking about hey, Virginia from Virginia. We've been talking about contributing, our contributions. What are our contributions to our daily existence and to others' daily existence? What is your contribution? Are you intentional about what you bring to this daily life experience? Or are you just kind of letting it happen as it happened? You know, what's your contribution? Um, and It's interesting. I really believe that there are far, far more good people in the world than there are not. Far more good people. But good people have to be conscientious too, because good people can unfortunately pretty easily get caught up in mob mentality or crowd mentality, or really what it is fear. Good people can so easily get caught up in fear related responses that that they'll follow the crowd and end up doing things that they would never do on their own, right? They'll end up engaging in behavior they would never engage in on their own. And so so we have to be intentional. We can't leave it to chance as to how we're going to show up in life, right? We can't just leave it to chance, because we could easily find ourselves getting caught up in the crowd, getting caught up in the cool. getting caught up in the right, the crowd, getting caught up in the what do I want to say? In the energy of it all, right? Kind of the energy that doesn't serve us. If we're not careful, we can get caught up in conversations that don't serve us and that doesn't serve others. Even if others don't know that we're having a negative conversation about them, we know we are. And we put this energy, this kind of energy. Good morning, Orlando. Good morning. So good to see you. Good morning, cousin. All is well. Happy Tuesday to you. So even if they can't hear us, we put this negative energy into the environment that just doesn't serve us. So you feel it. If you're having a conversation with someone, they feel it. And then we put it into the environment. So are you a conscious contributor? Do you contribute on purpose? Do you make sure that what you bring to the encounter is something that you want to get back and something that you want to grow? You have to decide what you want as a contribution. You make the decision as to what that looks like for you. What do you want to contribute? What do you want to be? I can say I am so truly grateful for the time God gives me on this earth. Time has become so precious to me and the people I spend it with. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so when you think about time being precious, it is vital that we're intentional about contributing. So what you contribute, what you give unto, what you leave behind, right? The imprint that you make. We're all going to leave an imprint, whether we want to or not. We're all contributing something, whether we want to or not. Every last one of us is contributing. And so, with that contribution, it's important, let's not leave it to chance. Let's not leave it to, well, I think I'm contributing something that's life-giving for everyone. Well, that's life-giving. The intention is life-giving, right? We don't know if it's life-giving for everyone because everybody's in a different place and people have to decide for themselves what works for them and what doesn't work for them. So I can be intending for something to be life-giving and it's not for them, right? Because we get to choose. Because what works for me doesn't necessarily work for somebody else, and so on and so forth. Now, but we need to make sure that we have intentional contributions, that we don't leave it to chance. Like my intention is to add more love into the world, one life-giving conversation at a time. It's my intention to add more love into the world. So I certainly have to watch my conversations, internal and external. I have to watch the conversations I have with myself because those are gonna influence how I feel. They're gonna influence what I see and what I don't see. They're gonna influence where I go, who I go with. So I have to watch my own conversations, right? That I have with me. Um, Yeah, I do. I have to watch it because if I don't, then I could easily be swept up in conversations that don't serve my purpose, right? That don't serve my purpose. So conscious contributions, conscious contributing, intentional contributing, aware contribute. Like, are you aware of what you are adding to the engagement? And are you okay with what has been. Good morning, Ray Price. Good to see you. Are you okay with what has been? Do you know? And in some ways I am, and in some ways I'm not. There's some work that I need to do, of course. Just like there's some work you need to do. We all have some work to do to grow, to become more, to release what doesn't serve us. There's some continued work to do. So in some ways, I am extremely grateful. And in other ways, no, not so much. I mean, no, I'm grateful, period. In some ways, I'm very happy at my level of contribution. And in other ways, not so much. Let's get that straight now. But my point today is just let's not leave it for chance. Let's not leave it for chance to say, I think my contribution is beneficial. I think people, get life from my contribution. I think it. No. First of all, let's make sure that the intention of our contribution is life-giving. Let's start with intention. Why am I showing up in this way? Why do I offer these things? Why am I for da? Is the intention life-giving, right? So first we start there with the life-giving intention. And then after that, we and then after that, we and then after that, our actions have to follow. Our actions have to follow. We then hold ourselves accountable for what we intended, right? We then hold ourselves accountable for what it is that we intended. Because then actions have to follow. Actions must follow. Do you see? Actions must follow. Because if they don't follow, what's the point? Right? If actions don't follow, then we're not honoring the space we're taking up. We're not honoring the breath we get to breathe. Y'all, we got to be in action, whatever it is. We can't just contemplate and think something's going to happen. We can't just consider. We can't just dream and think something's going to happen. We must be in action. Action, right? We must be in action. So get clarity on your contribution and show up in your truth. Show up as your authentic self. And you're likely to be contributing just by being you, right? But what I like to do is take it beyond the normal, natural. Even if it's your natural contribution, I'm inviting you to be aware of it. That's my invitation, to be aware of your contribution, to be conscious about it. Let's not be blind. Let's not be just doing it, but let's be conscious. All right, beloved, I love you. It is the top of the hour. At the moment, Abba gave us our breath, me and you. We forfeited, we relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing, and I don't have the right to not be amazing. So let's leverage the amazing beings that we are. All right. Okay. Have a good one. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now. Oh, Orlando, I realize more and more that my personality characteristics of characters, my natural ability, everything that excites me is a signal of what should be my you. Absolutely. We're all better for it. when we align with what is naturally ours and we give from those unique places, the lift is so much easier. It's almost like it's not a lift at all. Good morning, Loretta. I see that you had a good time on vacation. Those were beautiful pictures. Thank you for sharing those. Yes, 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 Orlando. And we all can take examples from that. It's like know what it is that set our soul on fire and go burn, right? Go out ablaze. You're welcome. Go out and and make sure that we brilliantly shine because we all benefit when we all find what sets our soul on fire. Um, if there's a Howard Thurman quote. Oh, I can't think of it. But at any rate, it's the same concept. All right. I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye bye for now.